Alright, what's up, you guys? I did some selling and stuff, and I found I had some magic leather armor. I'll probably be using this for a bit, because the stats are better than that. I found some bronze armor for Chukka. Let me reload, actually, since it says everybody's, like, massively in love with me again. Uh, Hopefully quick game works, because I don't want to redo the intro. Like, what the mod did was like, if that happens, there's no like real bonus or anything. People will talk to me as if they like me, but like they actually don't, just like in real life. But anyway, what I'm getting at is I did a lot of off-screen selling and stuff like that. I don't believe I leveled up at all, but as you can see, I have like 2,000 more gold than before. So today, I'm gonna do a very, very important and very, very profitable side quest. I think it triggers around here. Yeah, the Willsbly residence. Here it is. Haha, good one, Smite. Jolly good, Willsby, old boy. There are these two men who walk out. Greetings, sir. Might I ask who you are? Of course, I am Perriman Smythe, recent graduate of the College of Phantasm, and representative from Tula, City of Mages. Very nice to make your acquaintance, madam. Yours as well, sir. Have you a moment? Certainly. What brings you to Tarant, Perriman? Oh, nothing in particular. Just traveling and whatnot. I haven't really seen anything beyond the walls of Tula before weeks ago. The young mage smiles a little sheepishly. You might say I've lived quite a sheltered life. Interesting. Tell me of Tula. What is that like? Tula? Oh, it's absolutely breathtaking. It's located deep within the oasis of mist, hidden for centuries from the outside world. The black windowless tower of Simeon Tor, encircled by the stone mansions of the master mages, where they practice the oldest and most powerful magics. What else? In the middle of the great courtyard is Pelagian's pool, where it's said that the spirit of the great conjurer still comes to watch over the apprentices. And in the early evening, as the sun sets over the Venegroff waste, you can hear the haunting harmony of the soul singers as they weave melodies with their otherworldly counterparts. Where is Tula Perman? Tula? Sorry, my friend. I'm under oath to never reveal that secret. I see. Why did you leave there? Oh, I was sent to Toronto on, how do you phrase it? A mission, I suppose you could call it. Master Simeon felt I was best qualified for the job, and so Toronto I went. I've just spent 2 weeks with Mr. Willsby recovering from my mission. Quite an adventure, I must say. What happened? Well, here's a newspaper describing what happened as a result of the whole affair. He hands it to you. I'd rather not get into the whole story, but I have been approached by a gentleman who seems very interested in writing a short book about what happened. Sir Chadwick Moore, or some such. Rather bothersome sort of fellow, but he seemed rather insistent. And Master Simeon, who is that? Greatest wizard in all of Arcanum. As leader of the Tulian Assembly, it is his responsibility to oversee all that happens within the walls of Tula, and much of what happens without. He's a hard man, but fair and extremely powerful. He's a master in the College of Summoning, and learned in many other ways. And I'm departing. And yeah, he's a possible party member. Honestly, since he doesn't have much of a story, let's see. Everything. I see, he's quite quiet. So what you're telling me is that your whole adventure spawned from an untimely incident you experienced while on the blimp, the IFS Zephyr. Yes. Well, I must say, I've never heard a more interesting story in my life, and I thought I had been through a quite harrowing experience. Will you join me then? Yes, of course. I'd be honored to travel with you. I think Master Simeon would want a representative from Tula among those destined to see the world. He smiles proudly. Okay, definitely worth having him join, since I got some experience. What's his armor, though? I kind of want it. He doesn't even identify it? Come on. Alright. But the person we really need to talk to is this dude. Oh my, uncommonly good to make your acquaintance. Might I ask who you are, sir? Greetings, I'm Edward Willsby, businessman and chairman of the Torontian Industrial Council. How might I be best of service? Well met, Mr. Willsby. Might I ask you a few questions? I'd be more than happy to speak with you, young lady. I'm always eager to hear the thoughts and opinions of my constituents. Unfortunately, I have a pressing engagement just now. Will you stop by my offices in City Hall in an hour or so, and we can speak further? I'll do that. Thank you, good sir. I'm pretty sure I can just follow him there. and then he'll just talk to me. Because I honestly forget where his office is. Damn, it's gonna take forever to follow this dude, especially with me having haste. Smythe is probably gonna be the first to leave the party when I actually find the other party members that I want to actually keep. Oh, right. Yeah. I can speak to this person. Available station. Oh yeah, my magic level is too high now. I guess as of level 50, you can't ride the trains anymore. My magic level is too high for me to actually use. So, City Hall, I believe, is somewhere around here. Dang, I kind of want to eat and play too. I'm going to mute my mic between bites. Don't worry, guys. I completely forgot where it is. It has been a while since I've done this quest. Town Hall, there it is. I think. Alright. Yep, there he is. Alright, I'm no slob. I like this after recording. But anyway. It's so good to meet you. So very nice indeed. Hello, Mr. Willsby. Have you time to talk? Why, yes. Life of the city now. Do you know anything of the politics here in Tarant, young lady? No. Might we speak of them? Tarant is ruled by the Tarantian Industrial Council, of which I am the chairman. We are a group of businessmen and politicians who make laws based upon what we feel is best for both the commercial and, ahem, he clears his throat, cultural future of our fair city. Has Tarant always been ruled as such, or was there once a king? No. The monarchy, well, how could one phrase it, became outdated about 50 years ago. We don't speak much of it here in Tarant. You can tell that makes him feel uncomfortable. Suffice it to say that the city has proposed under our new system of government. Do you know the United Kingdom, friend? No. What is the Unified Kingdom? Unified Kingdom. The Unified Kingdom is an alliance of two major kingdoms, those of Tarant and Ashbury. We share trade resources and military strength, and there are many cities that are currently looking to join the Unified Kingdom. Negotiations with prospective members are a part of my job. A few more general questions. You are chairman of the Tarantian Industrial Council. Tarant is ruled by yada yada. Question about the Tarant. What are the major industries of Tarant? Tarant has many industries. We are the foundation of Arcanum's economic stability. With Gilbert Bates here in town, we supply more steam engines and technological machinery than the rest of the continent combined. Along with the railroad and our shipyards, we control the lion's share of product and resource export for all of Arcanum. Is there no city to rival Tarant? Of course not. We're superior in all aspects of commerce. Well, he lowers his voice. I suppose one might mention Caledon, just in passing, mind you. They're an upstart kingdom, nothing more. Two more general questions. What, in your opinion, are the major problems in Tarant? Oh, well, many problems here in Tarant. The rise of criminal activity in the Boyle is one of them. I'm taking personal measures to alleviate that problem. We're also a rising Orcish and half-Orcish population here in Tarant. They created unions, he spits out the name, and have caused a general unrest among the laborers in the city. What personal measures are you taking in the Boyle? He clears his throat. Oh, nothing. Let's forget I ever said it. Come now, Willsby, old boy. Wink. You can trust me. He chuckles, winking back. Yes. Perhaps you're someone I might bring into my confidence. I have a man who works for me. Sebastian's his name. I've contracted him to take care of things in the Boyle. If your sort of woman is interested in assisting in that sort of endeavor, have a drink at Cal Molloy's in the Boyle. He's usually around. 2 more questions. What's your job entail, Mr. Willsby? Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's saying that again, but as of late, I've been monitoring the negotiations with Caledon. Caledon, you see, is considered becoming a member of the Unified Kingdom. Really? Have they agreed to do so already? No. We've hit a bit of a bear in the negotiations. They're not sure what to do. We're in desperate need of a skilled diplomat, Link, to approach the King's advisors with our new proposals, and make sure that their decisions to recommend Caledon to join us. We've been having we're having trouble finding a person with the skills to successfully do so. I might be the individual you're looking for. You know, I thought I recognized you. Word has floated around down from Ashbury about your speech concerning the building of that monument. You were successful, yes? I thought so. You might just be the woman we're looking for. I can't emphasize enough the sensitivity of these negotiations. The individual we chose must be well versed in all these issues involved. I'm confident I'll be up to the task. What needs to be done? I see. Well, perhaps I will send you if you're acceptable to my terms. You will be paid a sum equal to your performance. In fact, if you are successful in convincing the King's advisors to agree to membership in the Unified Kingdom, if I find your performance acceptable, I will also train you to be a master in the Persuasion arts. And how will my performance be rated, sir? Well, in any negotiation there's compromise. You'll be given a dossier which outlines articles of membership in the Unified Kingdom. The less you have to compromise on those articles, the more money you will be paid. Are we clear? Done. I'm glad you agreed to. Travel to Caledon. When you've arrived there, you will meet a man outside the royal castle by the name Renard. He will console you just before the negotiations. Here's the dossier I mentioned. Read it carefully. You will need to know it intimately before the meeting with the King's advisors. Renard will tell you where the negotiations are done. And remember, these negotiations are very sensitive. Speak to no one about them. Understood? You want general questions? Alright, good day. So with that, we have a quest in Caledon now. But, excuse me there, madam. I couldn't help but notice that you came out of Mr. Willsby's office. The chairman of the Industrial Council. Might have been quite an important piece of business. Yes, as a matter of fact, it was. I don't know if that is the case. Mr. Willsby is a powerful man, and his influences are far-reaching. Men such as he, you just never know what they're getting into. What exactly are you insinuating, sir? Nothing. It's only that a person might be talking to Mr. Willsby, then Mr. Willsby might tell him something. The next thing you know, you're involved in something you don't completely understand. Do you know what I'm talking about, madam? I don't know what you're talking about. Lie. Awfully protective of Mr. Willsby, are you? Perhaps you two are sharing some sort of secret? Something you don't want the rest of the masses to know about? Sounds that way to me. I'm sorry, who did you say you were? My name is Henrich. Henrich Jenks. I represent a concerned group of citizens, both here in Tarant and aboard. Made it our business to keep a close look on the political power structure in the Unified Kingdom, and make sure that it's working toward a mutually beneficial end. Can I assume that you believe Mr. Willsby is not doing so? You might say that, friend. I know that he's currently involved in negotiations with Caledon, and that he is very interested in making sure that they become members in the Unified Kingdom. I believe this interest supersedes any other concern he might have, including the interests of his own constituents. I find this troubling. Perhaps your interests here might be in question. He goes unnaturally calm. Are you questioning my patriotism, madam? I recommend you never, ever do that again. Of course not, sir. Please continue. Look at the facts, madam. Tarant, with the Unified Kingdom, is the most powerful kingdom in all of our kingdom. We have natural resources, shipping, and railroads, as well as the most stable manufacturing framework of any city in the world. Much of our great wealth comes at the expense of cities like Caledon, in the form of taxes and tariffs. So, what are you saying? So, Mr. Willsby, Miss Court. Damn, I've been doing a lot of reading these last few episodes. That's what happens when you max out Persuasion. You just read text and you get what you want. So, Mr. Willsby and his cohorts in the council are in effect taking away a great source of Tarant's wealth and power, allowing a kingdom like Caledon to join the Unified Kingdom. Caledon is dependent on us for resources like lumber and technology. If they are allowed to join the Unified Kingdom, then we lose that advantage. But wait, we also gain a military ally, and we spend less on defense. Yes, but so do they. See, Caledon loses nothing by joining the Unified Kingdom. They gain more time to solidify their place in the New Age. Tarant embraced the ways of technology early, so we reap the benefits. If Caledon is given the same chance, it only follows that they eventually will become too powerful. But they are allies we have nothing to worry about. He gives you a long stare. Are you really such a believer in human nature, friend? Do you think that a powerful, ambitious kingdom like Caldon would accept the authority of the unified kingdom for very long? In only a few years, their power will rival Tarant's, and there will be a war. Hold on, why wouldn't Willsby see this? Don't get me wrong, friend. It's men like Willsby who made Tron what it is today. Men with vision and background who do whatever it takes to see that vision to its end. Tron was not always so powerful. To make it so, had a great price. And what do you mean by this price? That's another story for another time, and not mine to tell about it. Let's just say the Toronto monarchy was one of the victims of the Industrial Council's visions. As in any war, there are casualties. If you expect Willsby, why question his actions now? Power can do strange things to men, my friend. What created Toronto was patriotism, but I'm afraid that greed is now the fuel behind her fire. Willsby stands to make quite a bit of money if Caldon joins the Unified Kingdoms. Remember, he's a businessman first, a politician afterwards. You said there was a price in making Tron great. Yeah. Perhaps. What is suggesting be done, Mr. Jenks? Smiles, you see? Two people, strangers really, can have a logical, rational conversation, and the next thing you know, things are being done. Good things, mind you, necessary things. Things that made the city great. I've agreed to nothing, Jenks. Have I said that you have? I was just making an observation, madam. It's strange how great things sprout from such insignificant encounters, don't you think? Ready to hear what you have in mind, Jenks? Good, he lowers his voice. Most importantly, or did you not accept the position as meteor? Yes, I've accepted it. You have? It's splendid, my friend, just splendid. You've no idea the advantage that's going to give you in doing what needs to be done. And that is? Assassinating King Farond of Caldon. I'm still listening, Jinx. Yes, I'd peg you for a patriot. We're in desperate need of men like you. Well, she's not a man. The face of Tarant rests in your hands. First, you should try for the appointment from Willsby, which I already have. How does that help me? And he has special access to certain parts of the castle to be accessible if you weren't a special envoy from Tarant. Places like the kitchen. And I meet someone there. Yes, the man's name is Ronan. He will instruct you further. If I do succeed in killing His Majesty, good. If you succeed in assassinating King Farad, then return to Tarant and meet me at Grant's Tavern, I'll have heard about it, and I will wait there every day until your turn. You will be paid no less than 20,000 in gold. Agreed? I'll think about it and get back to you. Don't think too long, friend. An opportunity like this only comes once in a lifetime. Once you decide it, come back and tell me. Good. Anyway. Instead of doing that, since this is a good character playthrough, and assassinating a king of a monarch and leaving it in, like, utter turmoil, I'm gonna tell Mr. Willsby right now. The conspiracy to King Farad. What? What are you talking about? I've been approached by a man named Jenks. Bloody hell. You've done the right thing, madam. Where is Jenks? Right here in City Hall. Wilhelm, go out and take care of this traitor. We can't let this happen. We'll be done, Mr. Willsby. Tarant thanks you, friend. You've done us a great service. Wilhelm will make sure nothing will come of this. Now, is there anything else I can help you with? Nope. Let's be going. Yep. And he's gonna beat the shit out of this guy. That's the end of it, Mr. Jenks. I love like the AI. They don't carry out the body or anything. They're just gonna leave him there. Eventually he'll leave. But anyway, now we have a reason to head to Caledon. Raven told us about eventually looking for clues there. I actually forgot where I should be going for the main quest. Actually, there's something I can do here for the main story quest before. Actually, no. Let me focus on finishing this quest. Yeah. Whoops. But that's a really, really cool thing about like certain quests in this game. Like, instead of becoming a persuasion master, you literally can assassinate the king. It's a major quest that can like turn into a completely different major quest. It's something I really love about this game, of just how like Mr. Jenkins said himself, how an insignificant meeting can like turn out to be so much. That's something I really love about this game as well. We also have a quest in the Boil. I don't think I want to do it right now. Yeah. I'll do it when I'm coming back to Toronto to do the story quest. Because as it stands, we have one major side quest. Where's Caledon? Where the hell is Caledon? Cumbria, Ancient Maze. I'm pretty sure it was marked on our map. Curlin's Altar. Damn. Hopefully ship captain can tell me where it is. Haste myself. Because I'm pretty sure I should be able to head for Caledon at this point in the game. Now, let's see. I'm almost positive. Let's see. Ship captain. Blackroot Ashbury. Damn, do I not have Caledon marked on my map? That's gonna be really embarrassing to show all that content for a quest I can't even do yet. Alright, for now, I'm pretty sure Ashbury is close. Passes for 6. I'm pretty sure Ashbury is pretty close to Caledon. Let's see. Maybe I could speak to a townsperson, they'll tell me. Sure. Thank you. What do you know, friend? Oh, not much. Play stream, but I have for crash. Sure. Thanks, good last. 500 coins that game again, that's fun. Based on the teachings of Nazarene. Alright, we made our money back. Alright, sick. I've completely forgotten how to get to Caledon. Good staff. Damn, I'm actually a little upset. And there's no point in reading the dossier now if, like, I'm not, like, doing the quest. That seems like a waste. Oh yeah, this was a quest for an evil character. I am not. Damn. I completely forgot. Damn it. Ashbury. Caledon is, like, at the bottom here. I think I actually have to do... I think I have to progress in the main story to actually reach Caledon. And honestly, at this point, I might as well just, like, travel there naturally. Yeah, at this point, I should just travel there naturally instead of, like, taking another ship. So I'm just gonna cut, and when I, reach the main quest that I was supposed to be doing, I'll see you guys again. I knew I should have just done the quest, but, like, I was just like, I really wanted to show that side quest because it's actually a lot of fun. Just in the sense of, like, the concept of it. But, anyway, there's a way to find Renford Twogler very easily. Hey, check the cemetery. I just keep asking people and they'll tell you useful things eventually. You might also try the Hall of Records. Thank you. Change my mind, good sir. Okay. Okay, can I leave the conversation? Thank you for your time. So, what I'm looking for is the Hall of Records. Basically, like some towns, they'll have just like files and stuff of like people who reside in the area. Library of Tarant, University Court, University Court 24, some dude's house. I don't think I've been to the Hall of Records yet. You have to like stand in front of the plaque for it to be marked. And I don't believe I've ever been to the Hall of Records once. I keep using haste on myself just to get to places quicker. Bates' house. Oh wow, the guards are still there. From the quest with what's his face? Don Throg. Even Mr. Backhawk? Are they still in the... Wow, they're still there. Wait, did I do this quest yet? What the heck? I already did this quest, but they're still here. That's really weird. Hopefully it didn't get glitched. Eastern Avenue. Maybe it's in Town Hall. Ugh, this game's so weird sometimes. Yeah, Mr. Babcock isn't even like speaking to me. That's so weird. I cleared the same quest twice? That's really weird. I swear I already showed it. Yeah, the Hall Records is actually down here. There's no, like, marking of it. That's a weird thing. But anyway, we can speak to this lady. Greetings, madam. May I be of service? What manner of the place is this, pray tell? The great place is known as the Hall of Records. All manner of knowledge is kept upon these premises. It is here that all of our census records are kept, as well as some of our archives. Census? What is a census? A census is an official count of people in the city, along with the value of their estates for the purpose of taxation. What information does the archives contain? The archives contain profuse amounts of information. Most of it exists in the form of deeds and other legal papers, but there are also newspapers. Are you able to help me locate an individual? May I have an individual's name? Renford A. Twilligler. The clerk begins to look through the records. Wait. My apologies, madam. Does not seem an individual by that name in Tarant. I was told that he could be found in Tarant. Sadly, the census is not 100%. Perhaps it would be wise to check some earlier records. Yes, maybe we should. How far back do you wish to inquire? 5 years. Desk clerk begins looking through records. Wait. Does not seem to be here. Other dates? 5 to 10 years. My apologies, madam. Does not seem to be an individual by that name in Tarant. Other dates? Nope, not even 50 years back. 50 to 100 years ago? Oh, good news, madam. Renford A. Twilligler, human, born, unknown, died 1804, he in Tarant. Well, this would explain why you're unable to locate him living in Tarant. Do you wish me to receive his obituary? Yes, please. Ah, yes. Here we are. Ahem. 5/11/1804. Renford A. Twilligler, author of Sen-Ang, Horror Among the Dark Elves, was found dead in his home today. His death appears to be occurred amongst mysterious circumstances. The authorities are calling for further investigation. Oh my, what a dreadful incident. Do I have a few more questions? I'll take my leave of you. So what did that give me? Let's see. Yeah, we need to get his book to figure out more about him. And I haven't been showing this, but I should ask Virgil these questions just to show voice lines.
Let's go to the library in Tarant. We need to get ourselves a copy of Horror Among the Dark Elves.
Yeah. So now we have our next clue. So, as much as I want to show the side quest, I'll probably show that once we get into Caledon. But I need to do this first. So, Library of Tarant, right here. Let's mark that on our maps. Greetings. Allow me to welcome you to the Library of Tarant. Could I interest you in becoming one of our essential members? Do you have Sen-Ang Horror Among the Dark Elves? I suspect that we may very well have a copy. However, without a membership, I am afraid I cannot assist you. Sorry, a bit of cough. Membership? That is correct. Anyone who wishes to pursue our volumes of knowledge must become a member. The Library of Tarant contains a myriad of books, which house many diverse subjects. How much is it for a membership? A lifetime membership costs a mere 1,500 coins. I would like a membership. Here's a fee. Sorry, guys. Thank you and welcome. All of the books contained in the Great Library are free for you to pursue and borrow. So, do you have Horror Among Dark Elves? Sounds spooky. Does the library have it? Do you know who the author would be? Renford A. Twilliger. Wait here a moment, I'll go look. I'm sorry, madam, but I was not able to find Horror Among Dark Elves. However, I did find another book that may be of interest to you. What book would that be? The book is titled Curse of Senang. It appears to be a book about the one you're searching for. Sounds interesting. May I check it out? Yes, of course, ma'am. Thank you. Is there anything else I can assist you? 60 years? Interesting. We were just talking about a monarchy, so I'm interested now. It was created 60 years ago when the king chose to make his extensive library available to the public. Toronto no longer has a king. The tale is a heartbreaking one. Some would say that when technology began to come into power, it was the king's desire to industrialize Toronto slowly. Others thought the king was holding technology back from the people. Though the kingdom was thriving, the royal court was in turmoil. Go on. Yes. The League of Gnomish Merchants was gaining power. One day, the king was found dead. The queen and prince were missing. Having no heirs, the royal court was disbanded, and the Gnomish Merchants Guild took control. I see. We're departing now. Anyway, let's read this book. Horror, The Curse of Senang. Let's see. The Curse of Senang by Kendrick Wales. In the following pages, I, Kendrick Wales, will attempt to explain, in the plainest words possible, the mystery surrounding Renford A. Twilliger and his controversial work known as Horror Among the Dark Elves. Many of the stories I will present to you are both strange and frightening, but I give you my word as author and a scholar that they are the truth. Decide yourself, after the facts are presented, whether or not you dare to believe them. Renford A. Twilliger. Oh, I thought this was like an author bio, that's how I was reading. Renford A. Twilliger was born in 1750. His fabled trip to the Glimmering Forest was made in 1768, his 18th year. He was indeed, as per his book, accompanied by an elvish tracker named Jaron Benal. Records housed within the Torontian Zoological Society validate this fact. Mr. Benal was never heard from nor seen again after the expedition. As for Mr. Twilliger's account of his adventures in the elven city of Kintara, or his supposed discovery of the mystical Senang, no one can be sure. Most scholars and collectors of literature assume that Mr. Twilliger's book is a work of fiction, and as such, fantastical literature was all the rage at the time. I might be inclined to agree, yet one must look upon the events following the publication of Horror Among the Dark Elves to see that he very well might have found something deep within the glimmering that was never, ever meant to be found. There are few copies of his book ever published. Records concerning the initial print run are scarce, but it is believed that no more than 100 were ever released to the public. 4 days after the book was shipped to the Torontian bookstores, the factory that printed it was burned to the ground. The owner, a Mr. Jeremiah Gomes, was found in his home, brutally murdered by an unknown assailant. The 4 bookstores that had purchased the volume for sale in Toronto suffered the same fate. Only 15 copies of the book were sold before the final store was destroyed. These 15 copies became an immediate collector's item. Enormous sums of money were paid for the remaining volumes. After a few months, books had fallen into various respective collections across Arcanum. Each and every one of the owners of the book began to complain of strange happenings once the book was in their possession. All of them told of frightening noises and visions, shadowy figures following them wherever they went, and unexplained illnesses and untimely deaths. Many attribute this to paranoia, a trite brand of sensationalism to create an even greater demand for the book. Fortunately, the fears were all justified. All of them were dead within 5 years of the initial publication. The volume was either stolen, burned, or disfigured beyond recognition. Indeed, they had suffered what came to be known as the Curse of Senang. Mr. Twilliger, strangely enough, lived a relatively long life, cursed in his own way to witness the evil fruits of his labor. He saw himself as the cause of these horrors, and wrote extensively of it within his memoirs. The following is an excerpt from them only days before he died in his sleep. I will never forgive myself for what I have unleashed upon the world. Had I the courage, I will travel again to the Glimmering and unleash holy vengeance upon those evil creatures that have plagued our fair land and its peoples. Alas, I no longer have the strength nor the power, and now there's only my end that I pray for every day. Until just a few short months ago, it was thought that there were no remaining copies of Horror among the Dark Elves. After an exhaustive investigation, I found that is not the case at all. The last known copy of the book, owned by the framed book collector, Mr. Philip Misk, was thought to have perished with its owner in a fire almost 50 years ago. Now, with new evidence presented by a reliable source, I discovered that Mr. Misk's son, Victor Misk of Caledon, still has a copy in his possession and is hiding it for fear the curse will again visit his family. I pray that the evil let loose in the Glimmering has finally been put to rest, and I pray Mr. Misk and his family avoid the fate that has befallen every other soul who has challenged the curse of Sine. Very short book. And now our updated journal, and we had to find this Mr. Fisk. And
What is it that you... What can
let me ask Virgil what we should be doing.
We need to find Caledon. Sorry to say, I don't know where it is. Down south somewhere?
I need to find someone who knows where that is. Maybe... Because, like, most characters are supposed to just tell you, like, if there's a location you're supposed to go to, where that is. Maybe I could ask, like, Smythe if he knows. Do you know anything of Caledon, Mr. Pyramid? Oh, surely, I've never been there, but I've read plenty about it. One of the last great monarchies in all of Arcanum, although I understand that they're beginning to embrace ways of technology. I suppose there's no accounting for taste. Oh, I believe the Panari religion has their main temple there. Yeah, Chuka doesn't know anything about stuff like that.
What do you need to know?
Actually, let me ask him what he thinks about Tarant.
This is tarant, my friend. Can't say as I know much about it. I do know that if you need to find someone in particular, you should stop by the Hall of Records. When I was looking for Peace Skylar and Sons, that's what I did.
Yeah, like if you're lost here, your party members can tell you useful things occasionally.
What can I answer for you? Yes, madam. What can I answer for you?
Yeah, they don't know either. Let's see if this dude, like some of these dudes, know where Tarant is. Old seaport on the southern tip of the continent. Quite a long voyage. Thank you for your time. What about this dude? Long voyage. So, hopefully, the ship captain can now tell me where it is. I wonder if I should, like, do these long, bulkish recordings. Because I don't mind just, like, sitting for 2 hours and playing this game. Now that it's so much easier to actually, like traverse, like, the continent and actually fight in combat. But it's just, like, I don't know if any of you guys want to sit through it. And then again, you're supposed to make content for yourself, so I don't mind it too much. Let's see. Where is the ship captain? Hopefully they can just take us there now. I don't want to walk all the way there, that's for sure. Please, please, please. I need someone to take me to Caledon. Yes! Passes for 6. Alright.
What is it that you wanted? What can I answer for you?
What do you know about this place, Virgil?
I used to live... I used to want to live here. It was meant to be a nice place, but it's too big for my tastes.
I see. Gar?
Yes, madam. What would you have me do? What can... Majestic Caledon, the longest-standing monarchy in all of Arcanum. The Farads have ruled over their prosperous kingdom for over 1,000 years. They've managed to maintain their prosperity by being open to changing with the vagaries of the day. They use both magic and technology.
Yeah, Gar is, like, very knowledgeable about these things. So, like, although he doesn't have any story, like, he still has, like, interesting things to say.
What do you need to know?
Now, what do you know of Caledon, Magnus? Oh, whoops.
How can I help you? What would you like me? How can I help you? What do you need? Caledon. Yes, I'm actually from here. I've lived here for many, that I've visited.
Yeah, our party members still have a lot of secrets to keep.
On my travels, during my search. It's a beautiful city. I recommend seeing the royal castle. It's quite a feat of architecture. More than likely, the dwarves had something to do with it.
And I think that's everyone. Yeah, Chuka is literally just like a fighter, so like he doesn't even like know anything. Chuka's barely a character. And yeah, we already asked Perman what he thinks about Caladon. So right now, since we're in Caladon, I'm going to show that side quest, and I'm gonna stop the episode. Yeah, after I do the side quest. So right here, I need to read the dossier, and then enter the book Kingdom. All right. I think I wrote this down the last time I played. I want to see how much I can remember based on just like thinking of it fresh in mind. There are 10 important points you need to take into consideration when speaking with the King's advisors. The first issue is the construction of a railroad in Caladon. Of course, the Instructional Council would like to control all aspects of railroads, but we understand the position of the advisors to share ownership of both the railroad and the train station. Offer this and see what they say. Under no circumstances are you to give them control over both. So don't give them control over the railroad or the train station. You can get one or the other. We would like to control all. I'll try to get both in this case. Second issue involves the use of magic within Caladon. As you know, Tron is very forward-thinking in Tricolor's city. Wherever possible, controlled magic and where it is practiced. While Caladon's a modern city, the members of the council still hold on to the acquainted belief in the old ways. Although they don't want magic users to have special privileges, they do want people to continue to have the freedom to practice magic. A moderate stance of issues is recommended. And since I'm a magic user myself, I'm biased and I'm going to say yes, they can use magic actively. One of the more delicate issues in negotiation will be the status of Bates Steam Engine Company. The advisors understand the importance of technology and are very excited about the possibility of Bates Company opening a factory there. But they are also concerned with the domination of Bates by their own companies, and so are leery about giving Bates trade privileges. You should recommend that Bates be given unlimited trade concessions with Caladon, but not unlimited freedoms. On the other hand, you don't want anything in the agreement that would be better for the Bates Company for developing Caladon, so be careful about what the terms of this agreement are. The status of Caladon military is a very important issue, both to us and them. We of course would like a full dismantling of their military, but it would take a skilled negotiator to convince them of that. According to intelligence, the advisors would prefer that half of their military was sent to unified battalions, which is aligned from the standard I can't read script. I can barely read it. Unified Kingdom membership practices. The advisors will be happy about this because they spend less on defense, but don't fully leave themselves vulnerable. They do not want to keep a full standing military navy. Be careful when speaking of these issues. The issues of negotiations might hinge on it. The Unified Kingdom membership tax is usually a closed issue, but considering the strength inside of Caladon, we may want to bend the rules for them. Toronto, of course, would be enjoying seeing Caladon pay an even heftier tax than anyone, but I think that moderation will be the way here. We've been told that Caladon will enjoy a reprieve from the tax for 5 years, and at a reduced rate afterwards. This may be giving them too much. Use your best judgment. If you need this issue to tip the scales in your favor, then do so. The issue of this continued use of Caladon currency is pretty well worked out. Everyone will be happy if you promise that Caladon use your currency for another 5 years, and then switch to the unified gold standard. If you feel things are going well, then maybe push for a lesser timetable, maybe 2 to 3 years, or even an immediate switch if you feel they are responding to you. Do not allow them to continue use after 5 years. Anything beyond this would be a serious blow to the economic stability of the Unified Kingdom. It is imperative that we standardize new members as soon as possible. The shipping routes that Caladon currently controls are of great importance to the Unified Kingdom. They are a great source of Caladon's trading power, and they generate a lot of wealth through the use of tolls on foreign ships. The advisors are going to want to hold on to those tolls as long as possible, and we, of course, are going to want them removed as soon as possible. Offer them 5 to 10 years to continue collecting them, even from Unified Kingdom members. Do not allow them to stay in place beyond that. It compromises the morale between other UK members, as well as costing them unnecessary fees. Labor unions are a very sensitive issue. You probably know the problems we have in Toronto and are very interested in avoiding the same issues. But there are still those advisors who believe that unions represent a possible step for workers' rights, so tread carefully. I think they would be happy if labor unions were legal, but had a limited operating rights in City Halls. Only a truly skilled media would be able to convince them otherwise. No, I'm giving unions full control. The issue of the member of votes Caledon will have in the unified parliament should be academic. You should not, unless absolutely necessary, offer them anything but the standard 2 votes, followed by increase to 3 votes after 5 years of membership. If there was a way to limit them to 2 votes indefinitely, we would be very happy, but you have to speak very convincingly to do so. Finally, she considers the Caledonian farmers. As you might know, Toronto is very dependent on them for grain, and they have prospered greatly because of the heavy export taxes. Caledon want to keep this as long as possible. You have to decide what is best when dealing with this issue. The sooner their tax is lifted, the better for Toronto. Use this final issue as a bargaining chip if necessary. Good luck. I'll see you in Caledon. Edward Wilsby, Esquire. I don't know what ESQ stands for, but I assume Esquire for some reason. Let's see. It's not here? Yeah, it's right here. What's the problem? I'm doing the quests. So why aren't they letting me in? Do I have to, like, talk to someone first? Victor Miss. Keep in your watch. Expert trainer for dodge. Renard, I've been expecting you. Oh yeah, here he is. I'm here for the negotiations. Yes, of course you are. Renard lowers your voice. You're not from Caledon? No, I hate this place. Pit of vipers. I'm a politician, and I know that sometimes the game is hard, but these Caledonians, I've never been so much backbiting and bootlicking in all my days. Interesting. You have any advice? Yes. Hold on to your wallet. So much money passes from hand to hand here. I see bribes from beggars here. Bless me, I have. Makes a sign across his wrist, bowing his sword. Pray to the gods that I survive this wicked place. Get to your point, Renard.
My apologies, madam. Never had more terrible time. No matter. You will proceed through these doors. Straight ahead through.
And the large doors at the end of the inner courtyard. The guards there will be instructed to let you pass once we have finished our conversation. And then, once you get through those doors, you will walk through the arc directly to the end of the long hall. There will be a throne and the console. You will proceed to the podium, and the advisors will begin asking questions. What happens then? Once you finish the negotiations, you will obtain the signed agreement from them immediately, and immediately the premises. Mr. Wilsby will meet you there, and with me... Mr. Wilsby will meet you here with me once the negotiation is done. You'll be paid then. Sounds clear enough. Some personal advice? You will no doubt be approached by a few persons on the way to the advisors' chambers. These individuals will represent various interests here in Caledon. They'll attempt to sway your position on any number of the points detailed in the dossier you have received. So, don't speak with them. Take no money from them. And for the love of gods, do not change your position on any of the points. The very economic future of Arcanum hinges on the acceptance of Caledon into the unified kingdom. Do you understand? Yes, thank you, Renard. Good. Send a word to the guards that expect you. Good luck in your negotiations. Alright. Don't speak to any of these people. And let me in, Mr. Guard. You speak with the advisors. Go right in. They're expecting you. Alright, this is definitely a point of saving. Negotiation time. And my party members don't have to wait. Oh, I have to stand at the podium, I think. Dear Madam, we're grateful for your time today, and we'd very much appreciate a few moments of your time to clarify the remaining points in the Articles of Membership. Once you've answered your questions, then we will vote as to what our position will be concerning Caledon's membership in the Unified Kingdom. Yeah, see, they say United Kingdom sometimes. Unified, united. Might we begin? Please. Please specify what Toronto's position will be on the issue of construction of a railroad here in Toronto. Toronto owns the railroads, but Caledon owns the stations. On what subject of magic and its uses within city walls? City walls. Use of magic must be regulated as well where it happens. And what are the technological trade issues? More specifically, the economic social status of Mr. Gilbert Bates. Limited trade concessions. In the military, what will happen to our Army and Navy? Caledon would be permanently under a state of martial law. Half of the army will serve in unified battalions.
And what of the so-called membership tax that is placed? Huh. Caladon pays no tax. No tax for 5 years, followed by previously heavy taxing for 5 years. No tax for 5 years, followed by reduced rate. And what are the requirements that all unified kingdoms must discontinue? Caladon may use her own currency for 3 years, if they're not being taxed at all for 5. And what are shipping routes? Who receive privileges and concessions? This one's a little harder. Free use of shipping builds a strong economy for all. What are labor unions? What laws must be enacted concerning them? They have full privileges. On the number of votes of Caladon, Caladon will always have one. Seniority must prevail on matters such as these. Yeah, then after 5 years, 3. Actually, I think things are going well. 3, yeah. This one on the Tarant is dependent upon Caladon for grain, and they make a lot of their money through taxes on export produce. What concessions will be made to our farmers who enjoy a demanding market? Additional 5 years. Of course. Thank you for your candor in this matter, madam. Give us a moment to discuss what you have heard today, and to make a decision concerning what our recommendation will be. Of course. You're slight murmuring amongst the council. Few members seem quite animated in the discussions. Discussions seem to be coming to close, with the nodding heads, and agreement seems to be reached by all of them. The chairman turns back to you. At the Sun deliberation, madam, we have decided to accept the terms outlined here today, and to recommend membership in the Unified Kingdom based on them. We will make the king aware of our decision. He will be leaving immediately for Tarant. Thank you once again for your time, and we shall speak with His Majesty about this as soon as possible. Please take a signed copy of this agreement. He hands it to you. Good day. Thank you. Good day. Seems we did pretty good. Yeah, it seems we did very, very well in the negotiation. Willsby will rate like how well we did. He'll talk to us about it. Hello there, young lady. Well done, well done. I've heard that you secured an agreement with the council. Let me have a look. Show it to him. This is most disappointing. It's confident you'll be able to negotiate better terms than this. Well, Toronto Unified Kingdom will have lost much here. Perhaps you were influenced before your proceedings, huh? I did what I felt was best, Mr. Willsby. Perhaps it was my mistake in thinking they had the characteristics of a skilled mediator. I blame myself for this situation and your failure. Jesus! So you did best with your limited method. Jesus! So, we actually failed the quest. I thought that went well. Alright, time to try that again. Alright, time to be a little bit more of a dick, I guess. All the railroads. Regulated. Limited trade. The first time I did this, I passed. Half the army will serve. No tax, 5 years. 3 more years. Yeah, Toronto ships get privilege. Alright, they'll give limited rights then. 2 to 3 years. Another 5-year tariff. Yeah, we set the terms. Thank you. Jesus, though. That guy just called me like an artard. He was just like, damn, you suck. That's what he just said. Alright. Of course, here it is. Yeah, interesting. I must say you've done quite well. Not perfect, but when do you ever get everything you want? He laughs, patting you on the shoulder. I'm most impressed with your work here, madam. I'm going to pay you 7,000 gold pieces for your skilled negotiations. And you'll train me to be a master in persuasion as well, sir? Yes, of course. Now, the important thing about in any negotiation is, he whispers in your ear for a few minutes, and there you have it. All the secrets of the persuasive arts. Thank you, sir. Say no more, say no more. You've rendered Tarant and all the Unified Kingdoms a great service. You'll be remembered for many years, madam. Good day to you, Mr. Willsby. And with that, we leveled up.
And now we're a master in persuasion. And the bonus for being a master is any party member will join us now, regardless of alliance, like if they're good or evil or not. And for the new spell I'll learn, I'll definitely learn Tempest Fidget. Yeah, so this is gonna be the first ultimate spell I learned. The entire party is hastened, while the entire world is slowed down.
What is it that you want of me?
I'm kind of curious, if I use that in town, will like people get mad? That's an interesting effect. So just like the entire town is... Are we all faster? I don't feel any faster. But anyway, I ended up running to exactly where I need to be going. Actually, never mind. This is not where I need to be going. I don't feel any faster. That's a cool effect, though. Haste. Definitely did not think I would be learning time magic this week. Huh? Somebody just die? What's happening here? You've not been reading the newspapers? There's a murder on the loose. This is where most of these grisly murders have occurred. Perhaps I can help find the murderer. Ha! That's all I need, an amateur detective. You have to be speaking with Chief Inspector Henderson if you want to pursue your fantasy any further. I'm sure he will welcome your offer of help with his characteristic joy. Hee hee. Can I find this chap? 5 Saints AF, Temple Road. Okay. So, I'm gonna spend a bit of time in Caladon. There are some interesting side quests here and there to do, and I have like a lot of gold now. So, and I'm level 28, and I need to hit level 31 before I hit Kintara again. So, things have been going very well, to say the least, just in trading. But for now, I think it's definitely a good point to stop the episode. Like, it's mostly just like, did I just buy this for actually reading it? Nobody's even a thief. Why'd I buy that? But anyway, I think this is definitely a good point to stop the episode. I'm actually going to sell this. I'm going to reload. But anyway, thanks again for watching, guys. And yeah, this is a good point to stop. Next episode, we'll be trying to find Renford and see what's up with his book. Well, Renford's descendant, I guess. But anyway, catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.